consecutive sweeps to start the postseason for OKC. Iman, we promised Thunder fans that we would talk about them today. We're making good on that promise because they're the first team to win each of their first 8 playoff games since 2017. The Cavs and Warriors, they both did it on their way to the NBA Finals. So let's dive a little deeper on what the Thunder are doing this postseason. This is amazing because they've been doing this with Shea being kind of average, right, by his standards, his high standards. After averaging 34 points in 4 games against the Suns, Shea averaged less than 25 points in 4 games against the Lakers, and that included 18 points in Game 1, his only game with less than 20 this postseason. And then there's Chet Holmgren. He's been the very best version of himself, right? He's shooting 60% from the field, 39% from 3, and he's holding opponents under 45% from the field, under 30% on threes. And OKC's biggest playoff riser, let's call him the Belgian waffle. AJ Mitchell leads the team in plus minus, closed out the conference semis against the Lakers with his first career streak of 3 straight 20-point games. We're not calling him the Belgian waffle.
Was that your idea?
It was some help from our researcher.
I promise you, I didn't come up with that. I was not part of that.
Free by the Belgian waffle.
AJ, I don't know what that was.
Belgium.
Got it. I got it. I wouldn't want to be called that. I got it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, let's call them this, the defending champs, right? They're the 4th defending champs.
He cries when he laughs, so I'm just like,
I'll read.
I do. I cry when I laugh. All right. Oh, wait. Can I move on?
Yeah, please.
Okay, great. What was I talking about?
You did it to yourself.
The defending champs. Today, let's talk about Chet Holmgren, not the Belgian waffle. I don't know what his nickname is.
His nickname, let me just focus on the task at hand here, because this man has been a Terminator, particularly
That's a good nickname.
The Terminator. Love it here. Just because he's coming off of his best ever playoff series versus the Lakers, and it's on full display. He's the ultimate cheat code mismatch when he's able to read the defense like this. Here, 7-1. I'm looking at Malik on my plurals. They're still laughing. Sorry. But it's okay. He has the advantage. He doesn't settle for the 3. It's a good to great. He has a turnaround mid-range in the paint. Keyword emphasis on the paint. Again, another possession right here. He's not going to settle. He moves so well without the basketball. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's excellent at reading double teams and getting the ball off of him. And that creates easy opportunities for others like 4-on-3s. And then you're going to get the highest percentage shot in basketball through Chet Holmgren here, knocking it down in the paint. I want you guys to see the damage this man has done inside the interior. It is wild. He's shooting a 96% field goal percentage in the paint. Look at the company that he's keeping based off of his production. Best field goal percentage inside of 5 feet.
Wow.
Because he can read. But on top of it, Malika, you mentioned it's something very important. He's shooting near 40% from 3 as well. This is the best playoff series that we have seen. And last year, the Thunder, they won a championship, not just because SGA was at an MVP level, but because they had a certified second option. Without J-Dub, he has stepped into the shoes perfectly. He's been terminating. I don't know if it's as good as Belgian waffle, but he's been effective. And he's getting better each and every series, which is impressive.
And if they're going to be going up against Victor Wembanyama, that ability to stretch
Needs
the floor.
the confidence.
Exactly.
I love what he does because what the OKC Thunder continue to do is a lot like the Spurs, which is why they're going to be looking at a mirror if they have to face off. But they change sides of the floor. There's no real available help because everybody's in a closeout. They change sides of the floor with that ball, move it around. They will drive it under that rim, kick it to the corner. You're always playing catch-up when playing with them, and playing catch-up with people that are already good with the basketball and making decisions and making plays with AJ Mitchell and SGA being a part of their ball club. It's just dangerous to have to feel like all the time I have to watch my back.
Right.
I got to watch my back for an action. I got to watch my back for a back screen. Somebody's going to do a back tap. I got to make sure you got too many responsibilities and you're going to make a mistake.
Well, you're talking about whether or not they're going to face the Spurs. The Timberwolves aren't done yet,
at all,
but they are right teetering on the edge of elimination. Last night in San Antonio, though, it was all about Victor Wembanyama, his game on full display here. So we're going to pick this up with 9 minutes left to go in the first. The Spurs holding a 2-point lead at the time. De'Aaron Fox drives.
My boy.
Kicks it out to Victor.
Layup.
Stretches the floor for 3. He would finish the night with 2 made 3-pointers. San Antonio takes a 5-point lead there. And then Wemby.
Oh, he's comfortable.
I need this.
Look out below. He finished the first quarter with 18 points, by the way.
Message received.
Dylan Harper misses the jumper. Wemby's there to clean it up.
Yeah, no one can do that.
That's
only him.
Crazy.
Now midway through the fourth.
Oh, yeah, here's it. The clamps.
Terrence Shannon Jr.'s 3. Not quite there.
You see the hesitation? He couldn't believe that got blocked. He had to
He
process.
should have.
He had to process it.
Yeah,
Got to
you're
get
right.
back, though, because he's
You're
going to
right.
leak out.
Got you miscomputing.
And by the way, Wemby, he joined LeBron in this game as the second player in NBA postseason history with at least 25 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, and 2 threes.
Crazy.
Regardless of who wins the series, it's worth noting that Oklahoma City didn't get the better of either of these two potential opponents during the regular season. San Antonio 4-1. Earn the right to dream big if they close out the series against Minnesota here. Does have A.J. Debonsa going first to the Wizards, and then you can see Darren Peterson to the Jazz, Cam Boozer going third to the Grizzlies. A.J., he spoke just a few hours ago, and he says that he's not dropping from that top spot.
I never had a job before. So, I mean, I was 13, started taking basketball serious. But this is like my first job interview. So my dad's kind of like, you go, this is your job interview. So, come professional, come suit, try to come true. Like, I've been number 1 in the rankings since, 9th grade, and I ain't dropped. So I'm not planning on dropping in the draft.
Dress for the job you want. I love that he showed up in a suit and tie. It's more than we can say for Sean Farnham. Just kidding, my friend. Sean, it's good to see you. We always appreciate you stopping by. And we do know that the big names, they've gone through their measurables. They've gone through their drills. So can you run us through your top 3 takeaways so far that you've seen from the Combine?
Well, first of all, you have to understand this is our school uniform for the NBA Combine. Shams is wearing the same shirt. So if Shams is wearing the same shirt, then I'm okay wearing this shirt. That's first and foremost. Here's my top 3 takeaways, though, so far from the Combine is AJ came here, and AJ's done exactly what we all expected him to do. His measurables were outstanding at 6'8.5" without shoes. Then you look at the max vert of 42 inches. He showed this elite-level athleticism in everything that he did. He didn't shoot the ball excessively well. Nobody expected him to shoot the ball excessively well. That's the area of his game that he's going to have to continue to improve. And then from an interview perspective, he has done outstanding so far. So he has stated his case to remain in that top spot. Here's the other guy that we've been talking a lot of hype about coming in because we forgot about him down the stretch of the season because of the injuries. But Caleb Wilson, the maturity and the poise of this young man that goes alongside his elite level athleticism, I think he's a guy that as we get closer to this draft is going to continue to move up in the lottery and going to create some intrigue for teams at 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then Morez Johnson Jr. Like, this is a young man that has a decision to make. Does he go back to college? Does he stay? You look at number 20 in the latest mock draft. I'm telling you from what I'm hearing after the way that he shot the ball and the way that he tested, he's a guy that could have the potential to move all the way up into the lottery. That's how well he's performed here in Chicago.
Wow, and this is what the Combine is all about. Guys like that are able to raise their stock here. But since we're talking about Morez Johnson Jr., one of his college teammates, right? He has also been impressive, generating some buzz, I'm hearing. What is your impression of Adai Mara these last couple of days?
Freakish measurables, right? Like, I mean, you just look at how long he is, and then you watch the way he developed and his playmaking ability, his passing skill set as a big. What has improved more than anything, I think, has been his shooting ability. He worked a lot with Don McClain in the build-up to come here to the draft, and you saw that consistency in his release and shot it a lot better than I think people anticipated for him too. And with his size, yes, there's going to be, his lateral quickness isn't going to be elite, but that wingspan can take up a lot of space. He can impact the game at the defensive end of the floor and also apply pressure on the rim.
Switching gears here, Sean, before we let you go, there's some action I'm seeing going on behind you. I'm trying to see who's on the court. What are you going to be watching for today?
Well, I think there's a couple guys right now that, Malika, are already, I'm sitting around, there's a lot of general managers and scouts around here, so as I walked over from our set, we're covering this all on ESPN2. I think Matt Abel is starting to create a little bit of buzz for himself. He's one of the youngest prospects here. They've put him at the lead guard position. He has played very well. Of course, he is looking to potentially play at North Carolina next year. He's going to have a decision to make. Ruben Chinalu, the big man from Florida, doing exactly what you would anticipate him doing. Offensive rebounds, setting massive screens. He's probably the best defensive player in this draft as far as the bigs go with his versatility and lateral quickness and outstanding wingspan. He'll have a decision to make as well, but he's all out on the floor. And later on today, Cam Carr, a projected first-round pick, maybe even inside the top 20, he has elected to play in the second scrimmage that'll take place here in Chicago.
I love when guys that are, I'm fairly confident about where I'm going to go in the draft, they still decide to participate in the scrimmage so we all can see, generate that buzz.
It's like me when I come on your show, Malika. I'm fairly confident that I'm going to come on. But if you ask, I'm going to show up and I'm going to deliver.
Yes, see, this is what we're talking about. And in uniform, as always. Sean Farnham, appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the Combine. Shanae, did you know that we are sitting amongst Combine greatness?
Oh, wait,
Did you know that?
Wait,
did
I think
I'm
starting to sense it coming from this direction.
Iman Shumpert, 2011, he stole the show, right? He had the best, the standing vertical, right? He had the highest leap. You tied for the highest max vertical leap. And by the way, my man had 18 reps at 185 pounds on the bench press. He was pushing some weight.
Dude, you were a mega star. Dude,
I'm a guy.
Did you know you're gonna do that? You're like, I got all of these.
You know what SGA say? I got all the answers to the test. I just got to know the questions or whatever. What they didn't, talk about when I did go through that run, I was training for that. You know what I mean? Like, I knew the Combine. The cool thing about the Combine was
there he is.
Prior to that, you had to do the workouts. A lot of those workouts ended up being by yourself a lot of times, or you got put into matchups, and getting put in matchups where guys get into matchups, people stopped working out with me. So I had to find another way.
Did you figure out why they stopped working out?
Yeah, because they started realizing
185.
they're like, without a system in place, a lot of people can impose their will. I think that the Combine, for certain athletic guys, you can really take advantage of that opportunity, especially if you can hone in on all the little events.
One really quick follow-up. Do you think you can still get those numbers now?
You got to give me a little time now. Give me a little time. I don't know about the max jump.
What about you? Are you cool for like a couple?
Average person bench 185. I feel like
yes.
Oh no. Yeah. You got to be a man.
You're saying I'm pushing.
I got to be a man.
Okay.